everybody, this is Migueltio, the North Country Latino. Today we're going to do something different. Well, a little different because we did make a mango smoothie not too long ago. Today we're going to make mango ice cream, Helado de mango. And I'm going to use a recipe out of this book, the Ultimate Ice Cream Book. Now this book has given me a quest because the quest is to find the ultimate ice cream. I mean, it's got to be in here. It's the Ultimate Ice Cream Book. I mean, I have made literally dozens of the ice creams in here. Chocolate truffle ice cream, I have made that. I have made purple plum ice cream. I have made rum raisin ice cream. I have made, well, vanilla ice cream #1, pure and simple as it's called, and even banana sorbet. And so far, we have ruled it that we have not found the ultimate ice cream. So today, we are going to take this awesome mango puree. This is the last of the mangoes from my friend Lily from Puerto Rico who sent them up to me. And I'm telling you, regresarles, por favor, en otoño, and enviarles manzanas for awesome mangoes that these were. I gotta return the favor, so I'm gonna send her some fall apples. Manzanas en otoño, muy mejor en Nueva York, you know? So anyways, over here, folks, is the mechanism. This awesome ice cream maker my wife gave me for my birthday, oh God, about 9 years ago. It's awesome. It looks like the old bucket that our grandparents used to make ice cream a long time ago. But of course, this one is electric. First thing I gotta do is put the puree into the container. Just set this sucker down so I can do that again. Whoa, baby. It's falling on me now. So we're going to take our puree. This is an awesome puree. It's the rest of the mangoes. And you got to mix a little sugar in there and some water boiled together. Chilled it overnight. Most of the ice cream recipes that make it in an ice cream maker are chilled overnight recipes. Here's our container. This is what you're going to stir the whole thing in. So basically, you take your puree and you put it right down in there. I know it looks all goopy right now, but it's going to turn into something just totally K-Rico later. This, folks, now I'm going to set this in the bucket. This, folks, is the mechanism. This is what works the magic. Turns around and turns around. This is not one of those crank jobs like the older kind. It's electric. It's going to do it all by itself. It takes a little bit, but hey, it's cool. You place this in the center. It's centered. I'll show you. It's centered here, so it's on a spin, kind of a knob down on the bottom. There it is, and you see the knob on the bottom of the container, so it will go once the motor starts, and you take the blade and you just put it down in the center, so it's ready to mix, okay? Now we have to ready the whole thing. Because you have to get everything centered just right. This is the cover, okay, it's got the hole in the middle so the thing sticks out the top. And that goes around so it spins around all closed. You know, we're not going to have this all gobbing over the side. Now, what you have to do is take two main ingredients for the outside. First thing, luckily I live in a very winter-filled climate. You can find this stuff practically all year. Rock salt. You're going to say, oh, isn't that stuff you put on your driveway? Isn't that going to taste terrible like a snowplow blade? No, you don't eat it. It goes in with the ice to help wear it down so it creates the freeze wall on the side of the container. And that's basically what freezes the whole thing and makes it into ice cream. Whether it's this kind or the pump kind, you use rock salt. Now, I don't get any, I always make sure that the kind I get from the store is the kind that will say stuff on it like, you know, diamond crystals. I know there's some of that granite stuff that they've come out with and new things. I don't bother with those because I just don't know how safe those are to use for this. So I get regular rock salt that's like by diamond crystals and stuff because it can be used for both. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, of course you need lots of ice. So it's cool when we go on picnics and stuff because you can get ice from the ice places at the convenience stores and then keep the extra to make ice cream out of. It's hard to, you know, take ice trays and make enough ice to put in this thing, so I always save the extra ice from our times out. And you have to fill around the side of it. Now, this is the part that's going to be loud. I'm going to put the motor on. And you have to fix the motor. into the slots. And put it in so that it's just snapped right in there. A little bit of a trick. There we go. And there's a lock. It goes over it. There we go. I don't get a lot of time to use this, so it's in a while. Now I got to turn it so that the plug's going to the back wall, not into the sink. You have to do it in the sink, of course, because it gets very wet. And sorry to any of you that have had a bad experience on a single engine plane or something like this, because this is going to get very, very loud. You'll see. There it goes. Now, what I'm going to do here is put all the ice in. Start with the bottom layer. And just let it layer. I just don't you can't see any of this. That's what I'm doing. Just kind of layering it in as it spins. And I know it's loud, but hey, with a little loudness to make a cool recipe like this, you know? It's a turning, folks. And what you do after you get a little layer of ice in there is you take about a quarter cup of the rock salt and pour some in there so it layers over the ice. And it gets a little restless in there. You can hear it kind of laboring. It's not because the machine is breaking down. It's because it's making the ice move about and get even colder. Okay? It's like having dry ice at a buffet party or something like that. Keep the champagne cold. Well, I'm not going to make you listen to this thing for the next hour, so we'll take a little break and we'll come back when it's done. Alrighty, time for the single engine plane to come to a complete stop. You can put your trays back in your upright position. Alrighty, let's see what we got here, eh? Got to open up the mechanism. Let me set this thing down. I'm going to do it right. How awesome is this going to be? I'll tell you what. Get it off here. Water out of the way. Now we're going to take the bucket out of the ice. Rid of that stuff later. Isn't this awesome? Look at that sorbet. Holy cow. The blade out too. Nice and smooth. Just like when you get a sorbet at the store, you know? Or from your local piraguas man. Or woman. I always like to spoon the stuff out because I don't want to waste any. So let me just set this down again. There we go. Get it off the blade, into the bucket, and let's try some, eh? Let's see how this came out. Stir a little bit here. Fabuloso. Well, folks, let me tell you, our next episode, you can see here, comes live from Alex Bay. We're going to go up to the Pirate Festival with Captain Tito the Filthy Mosquito and his little crew of 3. So, hope to join you then for the next episode. Until then, si no es tiempo para el almuerzo, para la cena, ¿qué puedo decir? Helado. Migueltio de no querido Latino. Helado.